Okay, I know I said it was the last video. I'm kind of tempted to just shoot till the battery runs out again. Yeah, you're at 21 minutes. You could do that if you wanted to. Let's just see how long we end up talking about this. Okay, yes. So, this country, America, loves to obsess about themselves, okay? They love to do this because they want to feel important. They want to feel valid. They want to feel like their opinion matters. It does. Nobody cares about you. If you killed yourself, nobody would care. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that because everybody's brain has been zapped due to the smartphones. So everybody would forget your existence like that. People might say that that's very hurtful, like to make a statement like that. Or that's, very nonchalantly, like, disregarding people's humanity. No, y'all did that. Y'all did that when you got the phone. So don't give me that shit. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. Okay? Anyway, I'm just envisioning, like, my critics. Like, I know, like, what they're going to say. I know how they're going to come at me. Anyway. Yeah, so everybody's got to make a thing out of stuff, I don't want to make a thing out of having a flip phone. I don't want to be like that. It's just this thing that I don't do. But because I see how prevalent mental illness is in this country that has all the kind of wrong freedom, okay? How do I say that right? America has all the wrong freedom. Yeah, okay. So America has all the wrong freedom. True freedom and liberty, I've said this before, it does not come from the government. So the fact that people are so obsessed with the Constitution and they're so obsessed with the idea of this country being a republic and all that shit, it's like, I just want to smack the fuck out of these people because they're so brainwashed, dude. Like, they're so indoctrinated with this fucking system that they just can't imagine, like, that they've been lied to this whole time. Not just now, not just recently, not just this jab, but all the jabs. Not just this historical event, but all the historical events. Not just this election, but all the elections. I think that's really hard. That's a really hard pill to swallow. That's a really large pill, too. I just imagine, like a pill that's, like, so big. It's, like, bigger than your mouth. This is a stupid visual we're having right now, okay? I'm so glad you're sharing this with the class. Yeah, dude, welcome to the class. Welcome to the class. I'm teaching y'all about the conspiratorial mindset, alright? Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun to realize that the world you live in is complete crap? Isn't it fun? Don't you love puking all the time? Ugh. See, I understand that. I understand why people can't accept that Tom Hanks is a pedophile. I can accept why people don't want to accept that, because these things are really horrible. Horrible. They're horrible. And nobody wants to admit the fact that they've been lied to. It's almost like people would admit that they like being lied to. Like, they're totally fine with it. Well, I think that with mental illness, really, all you need to know is there are two kinds, okay? The kind that you know about and the kind that you don't. And the kind that you don't know about, that's the kind of shit that they're promoting at this point. Now, if you're, like, a female and you don't want to do what you think you've been told to do, like, a lot of people think that's just a social thing. Like, it's a biological thing, okay? You have a uterus. So, yeah, like, naturally, it would be assumed that you would make babies out of that uterus. Because, like, why would you have it if you weren't supposed to do that, But I'd say the same thing about a female's intuition. And she tosses that shit to the wind. And nobody ever talks about that. Nobody ever talks about the fact that, like, women are so stupidly obsessed with their image. Like, this is why I fucking hate TikTok, and this is why I hate Facebook, and I hate social networks, I hate all that bullshit. Women should not be, like, it should be illegal for a woman to go on the internet. Like, it should be straight up illegal. People don't, like, they're not gonna take it as far as I'll take it. Nobody will, trust me. Y'all want to pride yourselves on that shit? I could say that I should be the one taking pride in my life decisions, and the fact that I'm such a rebel badass that fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, all you fucking elite pieces of shit, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, government, fuck you. That's the sound of fuck you, okay? You can say that I'm fucking obnoxious and arrogant about my beliefs or whatever the fuck, but hey, at least I practice what I motherfucking preach. Do you do that shit? No. No the fuck you don't. And that's the whole thing. They complain about degeneracy, feminism, all that shit. All that shit. It's always a piece of technology that they introduce along with some terrible philosophy that the victim playing attention-seeking losers soak the fuck up like the predictable sponges that they are. As I've said time and time again, these people are all sponges. That's where your brain is. Your brain is a sponge. And just think, like, the internet, just TVs and media, it's just designed to be nothing but trash. And it's like you're just soaking it up, squeezing it, and that's the sound of a sponge, I guess. I mean, it's just ridiculous, though, that I feel like I'm the only one living in reality, whatever that means. I mean, obviously, if you're watching this, you're probably... Well, I don't know, you might completely disagree with me and think that I'm totally bonkers, but I don't know why you watch this. Because I feel like my opinions are, like, too out there to continue to watch me if you don't agree with me, you know? Because it's just too easy to call me a conspiracy theorist and just move on with the rest of your life, you know? But, like, I know I'm interesting, but it's still not enough of a reason to continue to watch somebody you disagree with, you know? I mean, I'm a little different in that regard. Like, I'll listen to people I disagree with because I find their personality to be endearing, you know? That's the whole reason I started watching Nick Fuentes. I didn't even fucking agree with him. On so many things, I didn't agree with him because I wasn't that far right. But something told me that I would eventually, you know, come around. Because he was convincing. But really, I just agreed with his sexism. And I was like, it's about time that somebody, you know, has this level of animosity towards women for the right reason, you know. And I don't think that it's like an incel thing. I mean, incels might be hateful towards women. Not that it's undeserving. But the incel thing ain't just about women being terrible. It's just about the world being terrible, the culture being terrible. You know, it's like people are literally swiping for sex, man. They're swiping for sex. I know so many gay people, it's like they end up with somebody because of some fucking app. Like Grindr or some shit like that. It's like just such a weird thing. Like, this is the whole culture. It's just tapping and swiping and taking selfies of stupid bullshit and fucking reacting to everything. But not really reacting because you're reacting behind a screen. So it's just so fucked up, dude. If you really think about it, I feel like whenever people talk to me, it's like they're on acid or something. Like, they tell me that talking to me is like being on acid. That's cool. I'm glad that I can give you the psychedelic experience, okay? But, you know, if you understood flip phone life, you would get it. You would get why we're totally against this culture and everything about it. But I realize that we're pretty eccentric, you know? It's weird. It's weird to love being ostracized.